So I'm just gonna go on my phone quickly and check if the stream is being super bad. So let me see. I will exit DDLC and go back to the desktop. And let me see. I'm just gonna have it open to my phone for a second. Okay, so I'm just gonna go on my phone quickly and check if the stream is being. Alright. I think it's good. I think we're good to start. Alright. Let me play some music for the people, the wonderful people waiting. Here you go. Alright. We're going, we're getting there. Alright. So I think I'm just gonna have the stream open on my phone to check for lag and everything. And then we'll start over. But anyways, hello, welcome back to the stream. So we're gonna go to DDLC PLUS over here. And let's see. I'm just gonna try to get it smoothly going. So we're just gonna, for the people who weren't here, what I did since the last stream, I unlocked the last 3 stories by doing the second day poems, and today we're going to be doing understanding and respect out of all the things. Alright, good, it seems to be working. Good. So we're going to start with understanding. I'm glad that I could fix the stream. Alright. The club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door, causing Monika and Sayori to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. Sayori's eyes widen, recognizing the girl. She very conspicuously mouths to Monika. "It's her! It's the girl!" It's true. The girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sayori had come across reading alone in the classroom. Thanks to Monika leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems that she's found her way to the club. "Are you here for the literature club by any chance?" Am I in the wrong place?" "No, you're not. This is the literature club. Please come inside." The girl fully steps in the door but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. And thank you, hello to all the viewers in chat right now. Sayori continues to fail containing her assignment. "It's happening! Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for coming. Sorry it's a little empty. I'm Monika, and this is Sayori, and we run the literature club. Even though it's just us so far, but... What's your name, by the way?" "I'd like to join your club." "Already?" "Wait, really? Are you sure?" "I mean, I should be good enough." "Everyone is welcome here. You don't have to be good enough." "Oh. Do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you." The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and gently sitting down. "So what's your name?" "Yuri." "I'm Sayori, and this is Monika." "Sayori, I already... Nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy?" "Like books?" Yuri looks at Monika. "Fantasy's cool." "Yes. Have you heard of Annabelle DePont?" I can't say I have." "Oh, well, she's my favorite author. I'm on her 5th book, and it's just..." Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy. "You can borrow my books. I wouldn't mind. You're really in for an incredible experience." Monika stammers, caught completely off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation. She glances sideways at Sayori, silently asking for help. "I'd love to. It sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great." "I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left all my other books in my locker. I should have brought them." Yuri quickly stands up. "I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you." You probably only need to bring one for now." Sayori nervously says that, noting to herself the considerable heftiness of the book that Yuri set down on her desk. "True. Okay, I'll go get the first one then." Yuri exits the club room in a flash, leaving Monika and Sayori silently exchanging glances. "Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I have, like, no experience with fantasy. Except maybe stuff that I read when I was a kid, but that's probably like a joke compared to what she's into. I'm sure it'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. It'll be fun to learn from each other. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but what if this is her only interest? Doesn't it kind of seem like that? Monica, don't you think she should be more optimistic? We have a new club member. There shouldn't be room for anything but being happy. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you? Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being so hasty. I just got really anxious all of a sudden. It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead. What the heck? It's kind of scary how you can point things out like that, Sayori. I just like learning what makes people happy or sad. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You'd probably be great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping with the Maybe you could take a break from helping with the administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. Besides, Sayori lowers her voice. I'm probably gonna need all the time I can get. She taps a finger against the dauntingly chunky book that Yuri left sitting on the desk. Right afterwards, the door opens to reveal Yuri's return. I'm back. Her breath is slightly heavy, which combined with her short time gone indicates she may have ran at least part of the way. She makes her way back over to Sayori and sets the book down on her desk. Just as Sayori feared, the book Yuri brought for her is just about the equal inside the one that's already on Yuri's desk. Well, there are probably a few things you should know before getting started on it. There are some things that are more explained in other books that take place in the same universe, so going over those would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. Sayori nervously interjects. Well, I was thinking that maybe today we could just get to know each other a little bit more. You know, I think, like, if we're going to be reading together, then I would like that. From across the room, Monica smiles and nods at Sayori while Yuri isn't looking. Oh, okay. Yuri sits down, then looks at her book, then glances around the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add. So, what made you decide you wanted to join the club? Well, I like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea that someone was starting a literature club, but that's my fault, because I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements. I only found out because Yuri glances over at Monica. Monica! Monica came into my classroom and put the flyer on my desk. Suddenly, Yuri's face darkens and she shakes her head at herself. I was so stupid, I got too nervous and couldn't even look up, so she just walked out. It took me several days just to come here because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I was, but I decided that was probably irrational. Wait, no, that was totally my fault. I felt so bad about interrupting you that I just, walked out. I was actually really hoping you would come by. Yuri exhales in relief. I always seem to interpret things at the worst possible scenario. Well, I was really nervous to come here for some other reasons too. Such as there being too many people. Not that I mind that much, but I have a really hard time having to meet a large number of people at once. So it's actually amazing that it's just the two of you. I definitely came at the right time. Aw, that makes me happy! I'm proud of you for working up the courage to come. Yuri smiles warmly to herself. I've never really had the privilege of sharing my interests with others before. It's so hard to find others who are into the same things I am, except online. So I thought the literature club would be a place to provide me a chance to do that. What kinds of other things are you into? Like genres? I don't know, just anything, even if it's not literature. Oh, just things you would think are dumb. Sayori pauses, a look of concern on her face. How about I'll tell you something I'm into, and then you can tell me about something you're into. I suppose that would be okay. Okay. Well, I'm pretty into, crafty things. Like making cute little collages or decorating things, like cards, jewelry boxes. My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends, but then I put it off to the last minute. So, yeah, that's something kind of silly that I'm into. You sound quite creative. Not that much, it's just that you'd be surprised by how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff. So I have to share something that I'm into now, right? Sayori nods. Well, I guess I'm into nature. I love nature! Monica, I'm gonna start a nature club! No, you're not. You're stuck with here. You're stuck here with me now. I am not! Oh yeah? Well, I hereby appoint you as Vice President of the Literature Club. There, now you're stuck with me. Hey, don't give me responsibilities! Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I interrupted you. Go ahead. It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after having got cut off. I like going out into the woods or to the park. Just places where you can walk or sit or not have other people around. It's peaceful. Just nice to kind of remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate autonomously for a while. When do you like to do that? It just depends on my mood. After school, on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it. Wow, I feel like I would never have the time to do something like that. I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do if you don't let it slip through your fingers. The three continue their conversation, led primarily by Sayori, but with Monica chiming in every now and then as well. Monica had intended to leave it to Sayori and focus on her own work, but she found it difficult not to join in. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more. Oh, it looks like we should be wrapping up for today. So are you two going to be starting on that book next club meeting? That's the plan! I'm so excited. Sayori beams, Yuri collects her things. Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waves at Sayori and Monica with a gentle smile. Bye! As Yuri exits, Sayori enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Sayori and Monica are left in the club room. Sayori, you're a lifesaver. I didn't do anything, I just talked. Still. Besides, it really lifted my mood. It feels really nice when I can put my energy toward other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know? It made me happy. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here with you engaging her. How are you feeling about starting the book with her next meeting? I'm kind of scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best. I think you'll do great. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted with something new to look forward to. Another school day ends. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the club room, expecting to be the last one to arrive. As she opens the door, she's surprised to only find Sayori in the club room. It's clock time again! Monica went to the computer lab, so it's just us today. Is that okay? Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. I'm sorry about yesterday. Sayori tilts her head, unsure of exactly what Yuri's talking about. Well, I mean, the way I got overly excited to share my books, and how you had to stop me so we could talk at first. It was so inconsiderate of me. I got too excited and forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so... Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were. Well, still, I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read it. Huh? Why? Because I know that you were just humoring me anyway. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that nobody was truly interested. But if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing. I've already decided I'll join the club, so you don't have to try hard to entice me. That's not what I was doing. A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them. Well, the thing is, we don't even have any club activities yet. I mean, Monica and I have just been working on recruitment stuff mostly. So it just sounded like something fun we could do together, reading our books. You know, like, as a club activity. That would be okay, right? Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? It's exactly what I wanted in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. You don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable here. Sayori pulls her desk up against Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sayori reads the corner of the cover of the book. Dusk Bell, Part 1 of the Everlast Saga. It's Dusk Bell by Annabelle! Sorry, I'm ready now. Oh, right, I should probably get some paper. Yuri grabs a spiral notebook of hers and tears out a few sheets of paper. Wait, how come you need paper? Oh, it's useful to draw things out sometimes, like maps, timelines, family trees, or just for taking notes. Notes? Yes, that's an effective strategy. Exactly. I'm sure it'll be especially helpful for someone new to the genre. Sayori's joke flew completely over Yuri's head. But thinking about it, she decides that it's probably for the best that it did. Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to make it as accessible as possible. I'll trust you. You're like super smart. Oh, please. Yuri tries to dismiss the compliment, but she can't hide her smile and light blush. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in things I have a lot of experience with. Contrarily, I'm awful at anything involving real people. That should be evident enough for the 2 days I've spent here so far. So in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off as smart. Especially you. No! Sayori rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy. Anyway, would you like to get started? Okay! After the minor diversion between them, the two get back on track with their planned club activity. Yuri begins to guide Sayori through the basics of the fantasy world her story takes place in. The more of it she details, the races, factions, history, elements of magic, the more questions Sayori seems to have. But despite Sayori's expectations, Yuri eloquently guides her through it in a way that's such as fun to follow along. It becomes evident that the world-building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is one that Yuri finds her passion leaning towards. How do people come up with this stuff? It's like the exact opposite of the kind of writing that I do. What kind of writing? Oh, like poetry and stuff like that. The things I write are just like putting down the feelings that come to my head, you know? But this is like, there must be so much planning and hard work. Oh, you're into poetry? I think there's an appendix that includes some of the kingdom's written works, like poetry and folk songs. No way! Yuri giggles, filling Sayori's heart with happiness when she realizes this is the first time she heard Yuri laugh. It means Yuri must be having fun. Anyway, I think we can get started reading now if you're ready. Okay, but I can't read very fast. Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Patience is something I pride myself in. I see. Sayori jots Yuri is patient into her notes. Hey, that's for the book. I'm just kidding. But I'm glad you're patient, because I need that sometimes. A lot of times. Sayori flips through the first few pages of the book, getting past the table of contents. Okay, chapter 1. The room becomes silent as the two of them begin to read. But the silence only lasts for a moment before Sayori speaks up again. What does vindicated mean? Well, in this context, it essentially means when he was proven innocent. It's okay to ask questions, right? Of course. Sayori turns the page. Are these footnotes? A lot of the dialogue has cultural references that require explanation to be understood. The two continue reading. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged. Meanwhile, Sayori's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. Up until now, their expressions have been reversed, with Sayori easily navigating social situations and Yuri struggling in them. The tables have turned. Wait, are they talking about the past right now, or the present? Where? Right here. They're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing a flashback that Barnes is having. But they didn't tell me that. It's implied from the context. Sayori rubs her temples. The two of them continue with Sayori asking fewer questions. She begins to understand the value in the notes as she finds herself referring to them somewhat often, but even adding to them. Her reduction in questions comes not from her getting used to the reading, but rather from her fearing that she'll come across as stupid. At last, Sayori reaches the end of the chapter. I think we can stop here for now. Okay. Sayori takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book she's gotten through so far. So, what are your thoughts up to this point? Sayori tries to find words. Am I doing well so far? I'm not sure I understand. Well, I don't know. When it takes me so long to read and understand things, it makes me feel really dumb. But I really like how into it you get. It makes me want to keep going and keep doing my best so I can see the way that you do. The relaxation in Yuri's expression fades. I see. Yuri quietly gathers her things. We can continue tomorrow, right? Yuri pauses and shakes her head. We can do something else tomorrow. But I'm sorry. Wait, sorry for what? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore, that's all. I'm sorry that I made you. Yuri leaves. You weren't making me. Sayori is left alone with her words. How did this happen? We were having fun just a second ago. It's my fault. I said something stupid and hurt her. I should have just told her that I enjoyed it. Monica trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at and I still messed it up. What if she doesn't want to come back? Drowned in guilt, Sayori stares blankly at her desk, spread with notes. book sits next to them. Right. If she wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left the book here, right? Unless he just forgot to take it with her. Oh, this is horrible! Was it really because she thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Or maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough? I probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. Yeah, I'm sure if I was smarter, she would be having so much more fun. I need to do better for her. Alright. Side story, understanding. Part 1 is done. We're going to do part 2, and then we're going to respect Natsuki and Monika. So, there we go. For the first time, Sayori is the first to enter the clubroom. Anxiety courses through her relentlessly. Will Yuri show up today? Sitting at a desk, she stamps her feet in an attempt to calm down. Why am I letting this affect me so much? I'm doing everything I can to make Yuri happy. My best wasn't good enough. But it was still my best. But I'm letting everyone down. I'm always just a disappointment. Sayori continues to wrestle with her self-deprecating thoughts. Every tiny noise causes her to lift her head in anticipation of Yuri's arrival. Minutes pass and nobody enters the clubroom. Not Yuri or Monika. Gosh, I'm so late. Why did I offer to help those other students with their work? I'm such a pushover sometimes. It's gonna leave such a bad impression on the new club members like Yuri if I'm not the first one there. Monika rounds the corner, approaching the clubroom. As she does so, Yuri? Yuri jumps at the sound of Monika's voice. She's sitting outside the clubroom against the wall next to the door. Embarrassed, she quickly closes the book she was reading and stands up. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry I'm late. You didn't have to wait outside for me. The door to the clubroom is open. It's not... Yuri stammers, unable to explain herself. She peers inside the clubroom through the window, then looks away. Actually, I was just wondering if I could help you today instead. Huh? Me? With club publicity stuff? Yes. Monika is utterly confused. Why is Yuri asking this all of a sudden when she was so eager to spend time with Sayori before? Do they not get along after all? Monika looks into the clubroom herself to see Sayori sitting alone inside. Okay. It's kind of a simple job, but I'd be happy for you to tag along. Me too. Monika is worried, but she finds it difficult to insert herself into whatever conflict may have arisen. It's a little ironic, she realizes, that she could be so conflict avoidant after having been in the debate club. Okay, let's take a walk together. I just have to make copies of this new flyer, then go around the billboards to replace the old ones with the new ones. Yuri nods and the two set off. The two walk in silence. Without Sayori, Monika finds it quite difficult to strike up conversation. So, how's everything been going? Fine. That's good. Neither of them follow up with anything more. Monika tenses up with a stinted conversation. How the heck does Sayori do it? Sorry I didn't see you yesterday. I went straight to the computer lab to work on the flyers. Sayori told me. What did you two end up doing yesterday? Just some reading. Oh, I'm glad. It's really starting to feel like a literature club now. Yeah. It's kind of funny. I felt so intimidated at first when I heard about the kind of reading you were into. But, you know, it's kind of stupid of me because I'm just intimidated by things I'm not good at. And it's silly to assume that everyone who comes to the club would just have the same interests as me. But it's so cool that you were able to get Sayori into it. It's like the club is working. I'm really happy about that. She's not into it. Huh? She's not into it, and I'm stupid for forcing it onto her. Yuri falls silent again, as if she started her thoughts and can't figure out how to confirm it. Did something happen? Yuri sighs. No, it's just me. Yuri pauses. I'm thinking. A moment passes in silence, then Yuri shakes her head. I shouldn't be complaining to you all of a sudden. Don't be silly, I won't think you're complaining. I just want to make sure you feel welcome. If it's important to that, you can tell me anything. Well, I do feel welcome. Too welcome, I guess. It's not an issue with the club, it's just an issue with me. So I felt wrong to inconvenience you with it. Monika pauses and thinks. Well, what if we put it this way? It's my job as president to understand the needs of our club members, right? We're going to have all kinds of people joining this club. Hopefully, anyway. And learning about the diverse needs and interests of everyone will help me come up with the club activities that everyone can be happy with. That everyone can be happy with? Not just only some people? Of course. I need to be looking out for everyone. Otherwise, what kind of club would it be? I see. Yuri looks a little more relaxed. It signals to Monica that switching from a sympathetic approach to a pragmatic one was a good choice. Each individual truly does have their own needs. Okay. Yuri takes a deep breath. I'm a really weird and awkward person. I've accepted that about myself. I just don't know how to, connect with other people. How's it so easy for everyone else? How do you just make conversation about any arbitrary topic? I can talk for hours about the things that I'm into. Unfortunately, so much that I don't know when to stop. But for anything else, I just have no idea what to say. So, I understand that about myself. I'm not good with people. I can't help it. So it feels like whenever I'm confronted with a new social situation, I'm either ignored, or made fun of, or taken pity on. And Sayori falls into that third category. What? You're saying that Sayori is taking pity on you? Yuri nods. I just want to be treated like a normal person. If you don't like me or don't connect with my interests, then just tell me. I can accept that and move on. Sayori is too nice to me. I'm so stupid for not realizing that she would just go along with whatever I pushed onto her. Nobody deserves to put themselves through that kind of discomfort just because they pity some weirdo who doesn't know how to make friends. It's the worst feeling. I hate it. Yuri's sharp words cut through the tense air. Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, the two stopped short in the hallway, prioritizing the conversation over their original task. Monica looks at Yuri. Yuri only looks down with her fists clenched. I think you should tell her that. I could never say that to someone's face. It's pathetic. Sayori is different. Making people happy is the most important thing to her. I'm sure that's all she's trying to do. So if you're able to explain to her what makes you happy, then she'll do anything to make it happen. That's the problem. What kind of friendship has one person always trying to cater to the other person's weird needs? I'm sorry, I'm making myself sound so... No, I think I'm starting to understand. Monica hesitates to finish her thought out loud. Something that Sayori would be able to say better. Sayori is someone who will give anyone however much kindness they need in order to smile. But Yuri, who has difficulty accepting kindness, must be driven to Sayori to make her even more assertive in her kindness, further exacerbating the matter. Wait, what? But Yuri, who has difficulty accepting kindness, must be driving Sayori to be even more assertive in her kindness, further exacerbating the matter. Okay. Neither person is to blame, but it's an issue that can't be resolved without them understanding each other better. Sayori wants to be your friend. I promise that. It's okay for different people to have different needs. I mean, Sayori. She has her own needs too. But good friends work together and can be whatever they need for each other. You just have to be good in communication and talk about it. I don't have good communication. Yuri stops and shakes her head. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. My head is it's so resistant to everything. I'm pushing such a kind person away from me because of it. Yuri pauses to think. I'm so tired of this cycle I'm creating for myself. I think I'm so afraid of people pushing me away that I just push them away first. How thoughtless and immature of me. Yuri takes a deep breath and exhales. I didn't mean for this to turn into a whole venting session, but I understand now that I just need to communicate with her. You're totally fine. It's for the club, remember? You're just helping making the club a better place for everyone. Yeah. Yuri falls silent again. She looks like she wants to say something. This kind of critical thinking is something that I'm really bad at. You know, about people. So, thank you. Anytime. Monica smiles at Yuri. For just a moment, Yuri finds it in herself to meet Monica's gaze, returning a shy smile of her own. Yuri and Monica finish replacing the old flyers with the new ones. More accurately, Monica mostly did the work while Yuri followed along. But as this clubroom once again draws near, so does Yuri's confrontation. I can't do this. Yes, you can. It'll be great. Yuri sighs and shakes her head. I'm never going to feel confident enough. I just have to do it. If I don't do it now, I never will. Yuri starts toward the door, but then turns to face Monica. You're not just going to wait outside, are you? I can take a walk. Want me to get you a coffee or something? Actually, I prefer tea. I like to make my own though, so please don't worry about it. Although I suppose that's one downside of reading here in the club rather than at home. I don't get to drink tea while reading. Sorry, I guess this has nothing to do with this. You know, now that you mention it, I bet we get permission to keep that stuff for tea in the club room. You can use like an electric kettle to heat up water, right? Would that really be possible? I'll look into it. I think it would be great. Yuri smiles and nods with a thought. Well, I'll be back in a bit. Good luck. Monica waves at Yuri, then turns around and departs down the hallway as Yuri's smile fades once more. A moment of daydream about tea isn't enough to save her from the anxiety of the task that lies before her. But it must be done. Taking one more deep breath, Yuri timidly opens the clubroom door. Yuri? Wait, hold on, I'm not done yet! Sayori shuffles a bunch of papers around. Yuri stammers, her words suddenly caught in her throat. At that moment, she realizes how Sayori has been spending her afternoon. I wasn't expecting you to come today. I was really hoping to make it all the way through the next chapter first. But I got most of the way through it. And look! Sayori holds up a sheet of paper. It's a page of notes beautifully produced with annotations, categories, and even color coding. As Yuri sees it, her expression shifts from anxiety to despair. I was afraid you were getting disappointed in me, so I've been trying really hard. Stop. Yuri presses her fist against her forehead. Please stop. I can't take this. Yuri? Sayori's voice quivers in shock after having received the exact opposite response he was expecting. I'm sorry. Sayori looks away in guilt. Did I do something wrong? I don't understand, so if I did something wrong, please tell me. Yuri shakes her head. No, it's me. I keep putting myself in these situations where people are afraid to treat me normally. If you don't like this kind of reading, it's okay. Please just tell me. Oh, sorry, I yawned. I don't need to be treated differently just because I'm weird. But I don't treat you differently. I just want my friends to be happy. So I thought if we did something together that you really like. I don't want your pity. Why did I do that? Yuri sinks to her knees. Her voice squeaks. I'm sorry. Tears of guilt and self-loathing begins to stream down her face. Oh my gosh, she's crying? This isn't how it was supposed to go. Why is it so hard just to articulate your thoughts? Oh my gosh, no, Yuri! Why'd you end up pushing everyone away from you? Yuri's mind pounds with the internal accusations as she sets her eyes, unable to face Sayori or the rest of the world. She should leave, just escape from here, before Monica sees her like this, and before Sayori tells Monica what she did. But before Yuri can put any strength into her legs, she feels a warm pair of arms gently wrap around her from behind. Oh, I remember this CG was like in the promo thing. And it looks, I don't know, oh my gosh, it looks like super nice. Artwork. It's okay. Sayori whispers in a soothing voice. It's okay. It's okay. Overcome by despair, Yuri finds herself unable to protest, or pull away from Sayori's kind gesture. Yuri sniffles, breathing heavily through a clenched throat, trying with all her willpower to control herself. I understand. I understand that the things you're feeling in your head are different from the things you're trying to say. I know that must be what you're feeling right now. I promise, I understand that. So I'll give you as much time as you need. When you're ready, just tell me your feelings and we'll talk about them together. Okay? Yuri sniffles again and nods her head. She gives herself a minute to compose her thoughts, then speaks while steadying her voice. I think that I've gotten so used to people being weirded out by me that it feels like anyone who's nice to me is just doing it out of pity. I'm so horrible with people. So it makes me not want to believe that someone could actually do that and like me for who I am. Yuri pauses, but Sayori doesn't interrupt. Rather, she waits for Yuri to continue. I got so excited when I joined the literature club. I thought that was finally my chance to make friends through my interests. Because my interests are the only things I know to talk about. It's all I have going for me. But then whenever I catch myself getting overly obsessive in front of other people, it feels like I'm making a fool of myself. I hate myself for it. Ultimately, I just want to be treated like a normal person, but how am I supposed to expect that when I can't behave like one? I just want to learn how to get along with people and stop ruining things for myself. That's all. Yuri finishes her thoughts, feeling more steady after having gotten them out. Sayori, who can feel Yuri's breath rise and fall from beneath her arms, realizes that as well. There we go. Aww. Thank you for helping me understand you a little bit better. You know, you were so great at helping me while we were reading, so I'll help you with the things that you need too. But I feel like it would just be frustrating for you with how much patience I require sometimes. That sounds kind of familiar. I couldn't stop worrying about that while we were reading. I was so afraid you would get frustrated with me. But I would never do that. I did my best to reassure you by mentioning how I have a lot of patience. Yeah, I know, but my irrational fears just won't be quiet sometimes. I'm sure it's the same for you, right? Yeah. Irrational fears. Well, you know, there's no way that you can frustrate me because I already like you as the person that you are. I know you said you have a hard time believing that, but I promise that it's true. You don't have to be a social person for people to like you. I think you're really considerate in your own way, you know? Worrying so much about other people's feelings. We're all kind of weird. It's a literature club. But it's the best part that we're all different and have different interests. Like about that book. I'm reading it because I want to. I promise, that's what I really want. It's a bit of a struggle, but try not to mistake that for me not enjoying it. I mean, we can never discover new things if we didn't try them first, right? I want to learn the reasons that you love it so much. And in the end, if it's not for me, then I can say that, but I'll be glad that I tried it and learned more about you. Plus, you're like super duper smart, and I want that to rub off on me. Yuri fights back a smile at that comment. Already, the heavy atmosphere surrounding her seems to have evaporated through the caress of Sayori's arms. Your hair is so pretty. I always wanted long hair, but I was awful at taking care of it, so I cut it all off. Yuri's tension relaxes. For once, she feels okay just listening, rather than worrying so much about saying the right thing. Sayori, sensing Yuri's comfort, lets her rest. It must be so difficult for her to feel relaxed around other people. But if the literature club can make it happen, that is something that she deserves to experience. Aww, that was adorable. Well then, based on my understanding of your feelings, I suppose I wouldn't mind if we were to continue reading. That's what I wanted to hear. But we can stop at any time. If you truly don't like it, please be honest about it. I won't be offended. Of course. I'm not going to judge anything this early on, though, so we'll just need to see what happens. Oh, and, it's not good to touch people without their consent first. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Oh, you didn't. I mean, I suppose it was kind of nice. I was just saying. I'm back! Monica's back! I haven't seen you, at all recently. Sayori trots over to Monica. Ah, she whispers loudly. Can I hug you? Sure, Sayori. Sayori wraps her arms around Monica. Oh yeah, Yuri, it might be good to know. Sayori can be kind of a hug monster. Ah. Hey, don't call me a monster. Artemis is a monster. If he inherits the kingdom, it could spell disaster. Yuri laughs. Monica perplexedly looks between the two of them, then smiles. Well, I'm glad you've been enjoying your reading so far. It's like our first real activity as a literature club. About that. Oh, you've been so patient with exploring my interests. I think that it would be inconsiderate of me to not return the favor to you and learn about the things that you like. Yes! Do you like poetry? Yuri smiles. Oh my gosh, okay, we got new music. Okay, we finished understanding. Oh, that was great. Oh my gosh. I love it. Oh my gosh. All right, so let's look at what we got. Okay, what did we get? Piece by piece. We got piece by piece. Yeah, okay. Piece by Piece is, I think that's the only new song. Yeah, it's the only new song. Alright, and then let's see. I think we might have gotten 2. Ooh! Finish the side story understanding 2. Look at this! Ooh, I love this. Oh, this is cute! Okay, wait, I know this is a little biased, but I like this as my wallpaper. It's funny. Okay, let's see. Get any... This. We got this. We unlocked this CG. We got this understanding one. And then no secrets, no more background. No, nothing else. This is so cool. Look at this. It's Natsuki, Yuri, Monica. Look at Monica. Oh my gosh. Get organized. Trash basket. Aw. Oh, this is great. I don't know, it's happy, it's happy. Alright, so we're gonna start Respect. So the Natsuki fans out there, Respect is next. And then I think we'll do Balance Part 1 as well. Oh, hello. Thank you, Angela, for subscribing. Yeah! Oh, wait, the recent subscriber thing is kind of cut off. There you go. There you go. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. All right, let's get started. Oh, I missed that text. It has been several weeks since the club has officially started. Okay, we're going to get Natsuki introduction here. You guys excited? Monica, Sayori, and Yuri have increased their collective bond within the club. Sayori has partaken in some of Yuri's high fantasy literature, and all 3 of them, led by Sayori, has taken an interest in poetry. On a day like any other, the 3 find themselves suddenly interrupted by the clubroom door opening. And in walks a girl none of them have seen before. Hi. Look at the music! Oh my gosh, look at her music! Oh, this is so cute. Wait, let's listen to music. Okay, to my friend who is in the chat right now, I'm sorry for the voice, okay? Okay. Sayori tugs excitedly at Monica's sleeve. Yuri shifts in her seat and buries her eyes in her book. Are you here for the literature club? Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Thanks for stopping by. It's kind of a small club still, so it's really exciting to see new faces. Yeah! Come and sit down somewhere. You can sit next to my desk. Sayori prances over to her desk and presses her palms onto it. Oh, and Yuri can make you some tea. Yuri looks up at Sayori and protests for having drawn attention to her. Natsuki silently glances between everyone, then sits down next to Sayori and Monica. She's down next to Sayori. Monica follows by sitting nearby. The sudden gathering prompts Yuri to stand up, deciding that standing in the corner and making tea doesn't sound so bad after all. Okay, then how about we all introduce ourselves? Okay. Well, I'm Monica. I'm the one who started this club. I was originally in the debate club, but I really wanted to do something I felt more passionate about, if that makes sense. So, I started the literature club as a way for people to express themselves through writing, or reading, or whatever other kind of literature. You know, I figured it was your club. You have that vibe. I have what vibe? Oh, you know, like, never mind. I'm not gonna judge people I just met like that. Very adult-like of you. I always judge people so hard. Oh, no you don't, Sayori. Yes, she does. Yuri's deadpan voice carries across the room. Natsuki giggles. I'm Sayori. I just like learning about everyone and making friends. Oh, and I also like poetry. Oh, yeah? Very adult-like of you. I'm an adult. The sound of Yuri's electric kettle steaming up fills the room. Oh, that's Yuri. Sayori lowers her voice. She's kind of shy, but she's really nice and super smart. She likes big fantasy books and tea, and I love her. Well, I guess that leaves me then. I'm Natsuki. I like listening to music and hanging out downtown and stuff. And my favorite ice cream flavor is strawberry. Ooh, let's get ice cream. My favorite flavor is probably cookie dough? Or maybe chocolate? It's cookie dough. And Monica's is probably vanilla. What the heck? I take way too many online quizzes. The ice cream ones are always accurate. What's Yuri's favorite? Natsuki shrugs. Probably green tea. I'm just joking. I have no idea for Yuri. Still, it's pretty chill here. Do you just, like, hang out, or do you actually do club stuff? Well, we do some club stuff, too. It just hasn't been very structured yet, since we, like, only have 3 members. So we just kind of loosely spend our time together doing stuff we like. But I keep thinking it's about time we start with, like, some more structured club activities. It's been a while by now I started the club, so yeah. Well, with that being said, what kind of literature are you into, Natsuki? Anything you'd like the club to get into?
Well, I guess I'm literature. Well, I like manga.
Manga?
Hey, why'd you say it like that? I want to read manga in the club.
Wait, hold on a second.
That sounds so great.
Like that for all of you doing all this, Yuri returns to the desk with a tray of teacups, which he sets down on an empty desk.
After all of the deep and immersive reading I've been doing, I wouldn't mind doing something a little more simple. Manga isn't simple. If you think that, you just don't understand the nuance.
I didn't mean simple like that. Well, anyway, putting manga aside, is there any other kind of literature that you're interested in?
Well, not really.
In that case, have you considered the anime club?
Are you serious? I'm not gonna join the anime club. It's full of weird guys. Come on, is it that big of a deal? Manga is literature, right?
I mean, I guess if you consider the literal definition of literature, then technically.
I get it. Look, I'll do whatever club activities I want. I'll do whatever club activities you want. Can I please just join? It won't bother anyone. If I can just, like, keep my manga here and hang out after school, I'll do literally whatever you want me to do. That's fine, right?
Yeah, I guess there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh my god, thank you. You're the best. I have most of it crammed into my locker, so I'm gonna start getting it, okay?
Natsuki stands up.
Need some help? Nah, I got it. I don't want you to see my locker. If you say so, but there's no way it's worse than mine. I hope we never find out then.
Natsuki exits the club room, leaving everyone in silence, save for the sound of Yuri sipping her tea. Ugh, I'm such a pushover.
Hey, it's not that bad. Natsuki seems like a lot of fun.
Maybe, but I mean, she has, like, no actual interest in literature, you know? And that's normally fine. But she said she would participate in club activities like it's some kind of obligation. Her tea is going to get cold.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not related.
Well, I think everyone deserves a chance.
Especially if we can bring her happiness. Besides, maybe she'll take a liking to literature. Are you sure you just don't want to meet her manga, Sayori?
Hey, who do you think I am?
Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I just feel really uneasy about this. Do you have any opinion, Yuri? Not particularly. She said she wasn't going to bother anyone. That includes me, so... Does that mean I bother you? No, you're a pleasure to be around.
I was just fishing for a compliment.
I know.
But still, I really think we should give her a chance.
Yeah, alright. But I really am going to start enforcing club activities. I'm willing to cooperate. Suddenly, the 3 of them hear a thump against the door.
What was that?
Sayori stands up and walks over to the door, then opens it.
Ugh, thank you.
Carrying 3 boxes of what was presumably manga, Natsuki grunts and wobbles inside before slowly bending over and dropping the stack onto the floor as gently as she can. That's quite a collection.
Sayori giggles in excitement. While catching her breath, Natsuki replies, "There's still one more box. I can put them away myself. I know how to organize them."
Monica anxiously glances between Sayori and Yuri. Is this really okay for the club? Maybe it's what she really needs to get the club into gear before everyone gets too complacent. It seems like things are finally going to start getting more serious. At the next club meeting, Monica is the first to arrive. But ever since Natsuki joined, she feels a lot less relaxed. Why am I so nervous? Monica paces, trying to figure out her feelings. Natsuki said she wasn't going to bother anyone, so why does it feel like the atmosphere has changed so much? While Monica thinks, the club door opens, revealing Natsuki carrying a box. Monica forces a smile as Natsuki makes her way to the closet. Natsuki forces one in return. Need help?
No, I got it.
Monica awkwardly tries to start some kind of conversation but fails. Curious, she peeks into the closet where Natsuki is stashing all of her manga. Once dull with school supplies, the shelves are now vibrant with bright colors and cute-looking artwork. You know, the top shelf is pretty empty. Maybe we can keep it up there?
I can't reach up there. That would be so inconvenient.
Yeah, but... Monica sighs. The teachers are going to ask what all this manga is doing in here, and I have to tell them it's for the literature club.
So?
Monica backs off and slumps into a desk. With this kind of tension, it feels like a relaxed atmosphere accumulated over the past few weeks just being sucked right out of the room.
Good afternoon!
Sayori spins into the club room.
Oh, I see someone's in a good mood. Yeah, because I have this.
Sayori brandishes a cookie wrapped in plastic.
I found some money and got a cookie.
Ooh, that's so pretty! As Sayori trots over to the closet, the colorful shelves catch her eye.
Which one do I start with? Well, you can start by giving me a bite of that cookie. No way! I saved up all my luck to find that money. If you want to enter to my kingdom, you need to pay the tax, peasant.
Boo! Defeated, Sayori unwraps her cookie and breaks off a piece for Natsuki. Then, Yuri silently walks into the club room. Monica glances at her with pleading eyes. Yuri returns a quick nod of understanding. Well, everyone's here now. Despite the club only having one more person than before, it somehow feels twice as lively. Okay, so I think today we should go over some potential club activities and see which ones we want to do first. We have 4 members now, so it would be great if we found some stuff to do as a group. Does that sound good to everyone? I agree. Okay, so I have some ideas of my own, but I want to hear your ideas too. Well, I've been having a lot of fun learning about everyone else's interests. Maybe we can give each person a day to share their favorite kind of literature with everyone else. Well, maybe. Something tells me that... Monica glances at Yuri and Natsuki, who both appear very unwilling to even consider each other's interests. Maybe we can try to come up with something that everyone can enjoy equally. You know, like we can all vote on a book to read or something like that. I think we should all collectively try to expand our interests rather than just stick with the things we're familiar with.
Why does it feel like I'm being targeted here?
Natsuki, didn't you say you would go along with whatever the club wanted to do?
Well, yeah, but that doesn't make it okay for you to ignore everyone else's preferences. I liked Sayori's suggestion.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, but... Monica's voice trails off. Although she let Natsuki join the club, Monica finds it incredibly difficult to relent to her demands. If Natsuki doesn't reflect the club, why should Monica have to yield to Natsuki's opinion on anything? Natsuki, are you sure that you don't have any other literature interests you could share with the club? I swear I don't mind if you keep your manga in here, but I just... Natsuki cuts Monica off by suddenly standing up.
Well, it's obvious that I'm not wanted here, so I'm just going to leave. But I really would have appreciated you being more upfront about it.
Okay, I think you're kind of jumping to conclusions here, but you're free to do whatever you want. Natsuki shoots Monica a quick glance before walking straight out of the room. Oh no! Sayori runs after her, leaving just Monica and Yuri. For the second time today, Monica slumps down to a desk. Why am I such a jerk? No, she's a jerk. She's making me feel this way. Monica looks up at Yuri, seeking affirmation. Yuri looks away. She probably just went around looking for the smallest club she could find so she doesn't have to participate. How does she expect me to give her respect when she has no respect for the club? Am I wrong, Yuri? I'm not good at these things. Monica sighs. Me neither. I just have no idea what to do. I don't want to hurt anyone, but I feel like it's not wrong to enforce the club vision. You know, like people join because they want to express their passion for literature, or at least develop it. So maybe she's not a good fit for the club after all. Monica sits in silence, afraid to accept her tentative conclusion. Yuri looks tense, but she doesn't seem to want to add anything. You can go back to your reading. I know this doesn't concern you. It does. It does? How? Well, I just can't comfortably read in an atmosphere where peace has been disturbed. Oh. Well, great. I'm just ruining the whole club then. That's not an accurate conclusion to make. I know. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of voicing my frustration, and I guess guilt. It's like my frustration wants to blame her, but my guilt wants to blame me. Oh, yeah. Ugh. Why is it the hardest to be rational during the times you need it the most? I don't think you're being irrational. I think Natsuki is. She has no authority to walk in here and make the demands for the club, your club. Something as ridiculous as manga has no place here. The fact that you're even storing it for her should make her completely indebted to you. Well, you're right, but I don't know. Isn't it just kind of harsh to say things like it's ridiculous and has no place here? Do you not feel the same way? You've been doing everything you can to avoid associating the club with it. So I assumed you felt the same way about it. That's not true. Well, recalling her own confrontation with Natsuki, a realization starts to set in. You may be right. I mean, if it was anything besides manga, would I really be acting like this? Maybe I've just been convincing myself that it has nothing to do with the manga. I'm really upset that I'd let myself do that. With a sigh, Monica walks over to the closet. She finds herself staring at the colorful shelves. It's just, this really wasn't what I had in mind for a club about literature. There shouldn't be anything wrong with that. Monica starts defending her position once again. It's a complicated issue that Monica had failed to consider before now. Where's the line even drawn at all when it's considered literature? Lost in thought, she reaches into one of the larger box sets and pulls out a volume, inspecting it for no particular reason. The cover features 4 girls striking cute and exaggerated poses, all dressed up in short skirts. Yeah, I mean, amused by the absurdity of the cover, Monica opens the box. Oh, okay, that's part 1. Alright, let's see what we unlocked. Okay. Music. So what's the Strawberry Peppermint? Okay, so one of the Natsuki OST that we heard, I'll play it for a little. This is called Strawberry Peppermint. Alright. And then for pictures, we got, because there was no CGs, so okay, we got Natsuki. This is what we unlocked here. We got a Natsuki CG for the Side to a Respect one. And then we're gonna I think for the second ones, we'd get the second CGs. I'm not sure. But hey, you see, my goal is to unlock like as much stuff as I can, and nothing new. So okay, let me check out my percentage of the game. If you go to settings, okay, I've 40% done with DDLC. All right. So side stories, we're going to do Respect Part 2, and then we will do Balance Part 1, and then we will do the rest, I think, tomorrow. All right. Respect Part 2 will begin.
This sucks. Why is Monica such a jerk? She should be grateful that I even joined her stupid club. It's not like she can find any members.
Monica's usually really nice. She cares so much about everyone in the club being happy.
Yeah, right. Well, she usually does. Maybe when she's not busy being so just mental. So what if I'm into manga? Why can't just one person accept that instead of being so condescending about it?
I accept it. I think it's cute.
Oh, come on. That's condescending too.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I just want to support you. Natsuki sighs.
I know. Thanks. It just really sucks.
Do you want me to talk to Monica?
I don't know. It's not like it's going to change her opinion of me. Like, even if you were to convince her to back off, that wouldn't suddenly make me feel like I'm actually welcome in the club. I should just find another club.
Wait, you don't have to do that. We can figure this out, please.
I mean, I'm the vice president, or at least I think I am, and I don't want you to leave. Everyone deserves to feel welcome and to be happy, so I want to make that happen for you. I was wondering, what was the reason that you decided to join the literature club?
Well, Natsuki hesitates.
It's kind of dumb. Aw, don't say that.
There's no such thing as a dumb reason when everyone's welcome.
It wasn't welcome.
I wasn't welcome.
You were to me. So, just don't tell anyone, okay? Especially Monica. I promise.
Natsuki sighs.
I'm just tired of everyone judging me all the time. I can't enjoy any of the stuff I'm into without people making snotty comments about it. Not that I care about what anyone else thinks. But you know, the signs for the literature club said that you can be yourself or whatever. So I decided it was at least worth a shot. But that was a lie, apparently.
Natsuki dejectedly kicks the toe of her shoe against the wall.
Oh, and I like writing, too.
Really? How come you didn't say that to Monica?
Because she was being so judgmental that I didn't just want to tell her something she wanted to hear. She didn't deserve that kind of satisfaction. And if she knew I was into writing, then she would just be like everyone else and try to push me away from the manga in favor of the more mature thing. The two of them remained silent for a while. Sayori understands it's out of the question for Natsuki to return to the club room for today, at least. But Natsuki has a reason for wanting to join the club, just like everyone else. It's part of the club vision for her to be welcome. You deserve to express yourself as much as everyone else does. That's supposed to be what the club is for. So, I'm going to do everything I can to fix this. I promise. It's lunchtime the next day. The cafeteria and hallways are bustling with the students rushing to meet their friends and make the most out of their limited break time. Where could she be? Among them is Monica, who always eats lunch in her classroom, but she has some additional business today. Fearing Natsuki would avoid coming to the club, Monica decided to try and find her during lunch so she can make amends. After searching for an extensive time, Monica finally spots her. Despite her short stature? Okay. Natsuki's bright hair helps her stand out from the crowd. Oh gosh. Suddenly feeling awkward, Monica is afraid to get closer. Natsuki is with some friends whom Monica doesn't recognize, and they're all energetically chatting together. It would be really tactless to just interrupt them. Whoa! Oh my gosh, these are Natsuki's friends. Oh, I wish I could see more than just the outline, but... Okay. Oh yeah! Did you end up joining the literature club or what? Huh? Of course I joined. Why wouldn't I? I told you she would join. Come on! You know she only joined because she wouldn't stop giving her crap about the anime club. I told you, I never ever wanted to join that stupid club. Oh, sure. Well, you have to give her some credit for at least making an effort to finally grow past that trash. Well, congrats on finally graduating middle school, Natsuki. We're proud of you. Shut up, just let me do my thing. I'm just joking. You know we love you.
Yeah, once the literature club makes you a famous writer, we'll be the first ones to buy your book.
What, you're gonna buy your smutty fan fiction?
Well, obviously, I want a signed copy.
That was like years ago. You don't think I've grown out of it by now?
I told you, I was joking.
Besides, it's a good reminder of how far you've come since then. Not to mention you couldn't have done it without us. That gives us a pass to joke about it. Yeah, sure.
They grow up so fast, it brings a tear to my eye. Natsuki suddenly glances in Monica's direction, prompting Monica to quickly turn away and distance herself. Oh my gosh. Okay, for Zaire, Monica and Natsuki, they're having disagreements because Monica doesn't like manga and Natsuki likes manga. And yeah, that's basically it. So Monica just overheard a conversation. What the heck? That was horrible. I should have said something to defend her. Why do I have to be so conflict avoidant? Not that I deserve to say anything. I'm hardly better than them after the way I treated her. Ugh, I'm so awful. I'm not doing anything right. After school ends, Monica distractedly makes her way to the club room. She finds Yuri already inside, eyes on a book as usual. Monica picks a desk and slumps into it, something she seems to be doing rather often lately. Yuri, I don't think I can be club president. I suck at handling anything that doesn't go, exactly my way. Yuri looks up from her book. It's like, the literature club is a place where you get to express yourself, unless it's in a way that I don't like. I'm so mad at myself. I'm especially mad that I didn't have the self-reflection skills to realize what I was doing. So much for maturity. Sorry, I really shouldn't be complaining out loud like this. There's just, a lot on my mind. No. I enjoy listening. Really? Why? Yuri shrugs. It just makes me feel nice. Oh, well, okay, I guess I'll continue then. Yuri nods. Yeah. Natsuki has kind of a blunt attitude, you know? It made me feel like she wasn't taking the club seriously. I couldn't even figure out why she wanted to join. I saw her friends talking to her in the hallway during lunch, and they were just so mean to her. Telling her to grow up and stuff like that. The literature club would help her grow out of manga. It just made me so mad. Just let her enjoy it. It makes her happy. Why are you trying to take that away from her? And when I had that thought, it was just when I came to the realization that I was kind of doing the same thing, just in a roundabout way. I should have made her feel good about being passionate about something, but I just dismissed it. No, I was actually trying to avoid acknowledging it at all. I even did that with you, Yuri, when you first joined the club. You did? Yeah, I remember. Fantasy isn't really my thing, so I was kind of trying to dismiss it, but then Sayori jumped in and took over the conversation. I should have reflected on that, but I didn't, because I just let Sayori handle it instead. And now, I'm repeating the same mistake, except for really hurt someone this time. Monika shakes her head. I'm so tired of being afraid of things I'm not comfortable with. It's so stupid. Like, I can just picture how much joy it would bring Natsuki if I let her share her passion a little. I'm so angry that her friends are treating her like that. I'm going to get them back. I'm going to get them back for it? Uh-oh. What is Monika going to do? Get them back? Yeah. I'll get them back by making sure that there's literature club that Natsuki wants, not the one that they want. Suddenly, Sayori bursts through the door, making Monika and Yuri jump. With a rare, stern face, she marches over to Monika's desk and sits down next to her. I'm having an intervention. I can do that because I'm the vice president. Is this about Natsuki? Yes! Yeah, I know. I messed up. I'm super sorry. I was just talking to Yuri about it. Really? I was so dismissive of her passion that she felt threatened, and probably just unwelcome. Literally the opposite of what the literature club is supposed to be. I really need to make it up to her. Oh. Yay! I did it! Thanks for the intervention, Sayori. I'm glad we're on the same page. Friendship wins again! So how do you want me to make it up to her? I have a plan. Sayori, do you know if Natsuki's coming to the club meetings today? I don't think she is. I see. Monika was afraid of that. Not because of her plan, but because she's facing the consequences of the damage she's inadvertently caused. But the only way to do the right thing is to face it head on. It's so easy to just duck away from conflict and wait for it to blow over. But that's not enough. To truly respect someone's feelings after you've hurt them is to face them and admit your wrongdoing. Not the wrongdoing of the mismanaging the club, but the wrongdoing of disrespecting Natsuki's feelings. Okay, do you think you can get her to come to my meeting tomorrow? I can do that! Okay, awesome. Yuri, you don't have to worry about anything, but thank you for being my friend. You're a good listener. Fidgeting with her hair, Yuri turns away to hide a smile. Well, I guess for today, it's going to be a pretty quiet club meeting. I'm going to step out for a bit. Is that okay? Yeah, I'm just going to read with Yuri. Hey, is this one of Natsuki's books? How come it's out here? Sayori picks up a manga that was resting on the adjacent desk. Oh, that, Natsuki probably just left it out by accident. But I thought she hasn't been coming to the club? Actually, Monika's been. Okay, Yuri, I'm sure it was just someone else who was just using the classroom then, okay? Monika smiles at them both. Then, with a wave, she exits the clubroom. I really shouldn't have left that out. If Sayori catches on, she'll definitely tell Natsuki, and that would get really awkward. Now, I wonder if there's a keyboard I could borrow from the music room? Uh-oh, what is Monika planning? It's time for the time for the next club meeting has already arrived. Monika and Yuri are the first to arrive. I'm so worried. Do you think Sayori is going to be able to bring Natsuki? Yes. How do you know? Well, she's Sayori. You're right. Time slowly passes. Monika sits, then stands up to pace around, then sits again. Yuri's eyes don't move from her book. Then the door finally opens. Sayori marches inside. Behind her, Natsuki shuffles inside, nervously looking around the room. We're here! Welcome back. Monika, the club president, stands up and greets them with a smile. Sayori picks a desk and takes a seat. Natsuki sits closely next to her. Looking back and forth between the club members, Monika is struck with a nostalgic feeling. She would stand at the front of the clubroom just like this, struggling to picture just who may eventually be sitting before her. But imagination was never enough to predict just how unique and diverse each member would be. Each with her own struggles, her own reasons for seeking the vision that Monika had admittedly so vaguely advertised, seeking trust, understanding, respect. What new lessons will the future hold for the literature club? Realizing she's getting ahead of herself, Monika takes a deep breath and returns to the present. Okay, everyone, the literature club is starting. We have an activity planned for today. Monika turns around to face the chalkboard. On it, she writes manga in big letters. Today, we're going to learn from an expert about a unique form of literature, manga.
Oh, come on. Isn't this kind of forced? I know you don't actually want to do this, so just...
Monika shakes her head. Natsuki, this is the hardest part. After making it this far, it would be so easy to just smile and move on. But that's not enough, not this time. I'm sorry. It was wrong of me to not take you seriously when you were kind enough to show interest in my club. I thought about it and I realized how biased I was against manga. It caused me to disrespect you and I'm sorry. But I think you deserve to be able to share your passion with us. So, can I make it up to you?
Well, thanks, but I know you're only doing this because Sayori told you to.
Wait, that's not true. Monika planned this all by herself. I didn't even get a chance to talk to her. I was witness to that as well. This is the literature club. The literature club is a place where everyone gets to be themselves. We all have our own interests and our differences. It's my vision to let us freely express that. And it's my goal to respect everyone for them. So I just want to learn about the things that make you happy. I think that you deserve to share the joy as much as everyone else does. Is that okay? Natsuki looks away and hesitates.
But it's really dumb.
The stuff I'm into. Monika smiles. She kneels in front of Natsuki's desk, looking her straight in the eye. If you like it, then it's not dumb.
Oh, except for me.
Sayori, you're not dumb either.
What the heck?
You guys are so weird.
Fine, I'll show you some of my manga. Only because you admitted that it's literature after all.
Natsuki stands up.
Oh yeah, I didn't say this before, but I'm actually into writing too. I'm kind of a pro. But I didn't want you to like me just for that.
Wow, really? I really did have you all wrong, Natsuki.
Yeah, whatever. Today's not about that anyway, right? It's about manga, so I hope you're ready.
A week has passed since Natsuki returned to the literature club. Since then, the club activities have been in full swing. Each club member has received a day in the spotlight to share all of their favorite kinds of literature with each other. As another meeting draws to a close, Monika approaches Natsuki on the way out. Natsuki, are you in a hurry home or anything?
Me? Not particularly. Why?
Oh, there was just something I wanted to show you if you had a few minutes.
Sure, what is it?
It's not in here. Can you follow me to the music room?
The music room? Why?
Well, you'll see. Whoa, look at the music room. Wow, that's cool. You know, I was thinking back. When the club was just me and Sayori, we would talk about how we envisioned the club to turn out. We cared a lot about it being a place where people can express themselves. She said something strange to me. She said I was trying to make the club that I needed myself, more than anyone. But I think it wasn't until you joined that I fully understood that. Because you really taught me a lot about myself, like the things I was probably always too stubborn to admit.
Oh, come on, you can't mean that. I didn't even do anything. I just, brought a bunch of manga, and then I got fussy when I didn't have my way. It was really stupid of me to make such a big deal out of it.
No, I honestly needed it. If you didn't express that you were hurt, I would have never realized that I did something wrong. Besides, your feelings are valid. They deserve to be heard and respected.
It's just really hard to feel that way sometimes. You know, I really shouldn't care about what other people think in the first place. But when you're just criticized by everyone around you for being a certain way, it can get really hard to just brush it off. And it makes me start to feel like I'm the problem. Like I'm not doing enough to please everyone else. Am I being too entitled if I just want people to like me without me having to hide a bunch of stuff about myself? I don't think I am.
I just wish that sometimes people would try to appreciate me for who I actually am. As Monika listens, she recalls vividly how Natsuki's friends were treating her, and how naturally they did so. How long has she been fighting against that, refusing to change for others? I could only wish I was as strong as you are, Natsuki. You're so honest with yourself. I'm always trying to come off as perfect for other people. Anytime there's a hint of contention, I just crumble. But it's thanks to you that I really started thinking about this stuff. You really inspired me to start working on it.
But, like I said, I didn't even do anything.
You were just being yourself. That's all you needed to do. Also, there's something else. Monika takes a breath. The thing is, I might have read a little bit of your manga.
What? What the heck? Why didn't you tell me?
I'm sorry. I think I just felt like kind of embarrassed to admit it after I gave you such a hard time about it.
I can't believe you, of all people, were reading manga behind my back. That's so funny.
Yeah, well, I just flipped through one of them out of curiosity, but I ended up reading a whole bunch of it. But I mean, one of the characters was in a literature club. What are the chances, right?
You were reading Parfait Girls? Wow, you have good taste.
Just one volume. And I kind of picked it out randomly.
Well, you have good intuition then. You have to tell me all your favorite parts.
Well, I think it was some kind of weird fate. Because the character isn't just in a literature club, she also plays piano. It's just weird because I've always wanted to learn to play piano. She was like the perfect person that I always wish I was, if I just did what I wanted instead of always second-guessing myself. Monica walks over to the piano and sits down. Ooh, look at the CG! Alright, so this is the CG we get for this story, this side story. So we got Natsuki and Monica. Just giving you guys a second to look at it. I'll put my mouse off the screen. Okay, there we go. I always feel like I should only share the absolute best parts of myself. The parts that will impress people or make them like me more. But after you join this club, I realized how self-destructive that mentality is. We share things because we want to express ourselves. Sharing experiences allows us to share emotions. And I just felt like I wanted to show you this, because if it wasn't for you, I never would have started playing.
Hey, I think the credit for that one goes to Parfait Girls, not me.
No. Well, maybe it's true that Parfait Girls put the thought into my head. But it was still you who inspired me to keep practicing every day.
Every day?
Because, you know, you just make me feel like I want to do something, I should do it. I mean, I still haven't been practicing for very long. And I'm nearly not any good at it yet. Like, at all. But I wrote a song for the club. And I worked really, really hard on it. It doesn't have any words or anything, but, well, yeah. Is she gonna play piano? Is this Monica's song? Oh my gosh! That's all.
That was so good.
It was?
Yeah, are you kidding? You're like already a pro.
Not even close.
Does the song have a name? You said it was about the club, so...
Yeah, it's called My Song, Your Note. Because everyone brings something so unique to the club. It's completely different from how I first imagined it, I think. But I was like such a selfish perfectionist. It shouldn't be just about me. It should be about everyone. And it's all of you who helped shape the club into what it is. I would never change that.
Well,
I think that's really thoughtful. And kind of flattering. I kind of feel like I don't deserve this much validation.
I wasn't exactly very patient either when I first joined the club.
It makes me feel like I should probably apologize too. I think I was just really fed up with a lot of things, and I got frustrated after not getting my way in the club.
So, yeah, I really didn't mean to take it out on you.
I was just being really immature.
If you get my stubborn butt to apologize, I guess you're doing something right.
It's fine. I'm past it too. I think we're already even. But it's really sweet that you were thinking about it too. It takes a lot of maturity to reflect on that kind of thing.
Well, I wonder who I got it from.
Oh, never mind. Well, anyway, we're even as long as you keep my manga in the club room.
You did admit that it's a form of literature. You totally can't take that back now.
You got me. That closet's all yours.
I'll tell you what, I'll bring in a little something for the club tomorrow. I want to do something nice in return.
What kind of little something?
Oh, you'll see. But I don't think you'll be disappointed.
The next club meeting ends up being a particularly tasty one. Yo! That was so cool! The way that Monica wrote a song. Let me see, is it here? My Song, Your Note, Piano? And then... So, oh my gosh, Monica is literally, she could become a whole Spotify artist. We got Your Reality and My Song, Your Note. And then this is the refined version of it. And then we have the piano version. Oh, that's great. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see what we unlocked. No one sends us mail. I really don't know how that works, but pictures. Let's see what we get. Monica! Finish the side story, respect too. Oh, this is so cute. Look at this. It's like, oh my gosh. Oh, I like this new artwork. It's so cool. So we got Monica writing, being a class star. We got Sayori just being Sayori, I guess. Oh, and then we have this as well. We unlocked. Finish the side story, respect too. All right. And I don't think we got anything. Oh wait, and then we got the CG. And then we have the music room background. No more sketches. Okay. So, let's see how much we completed the game. 42%. All right. So we're gonna end up the stream today with Balance Part 1. And then tomorrow, at around the same time, we'll be streaming Part 2, Reflection, and maybe even Self-Love. So, yeah, thank you. So, Balance Part 1, we're going to end off with that. It's Natsuki Sayori. Begin this side story, yes. Natsuki! While Natsuki is messing with the orientation of her manga on the closet shelves, Sayori approaches from behind and pulls her into an embrace.
What?
Hi. The Literature Club has been in full swing since Natsuki joined. Including her, the club is now comprised of 4 members: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. Each club member had received a day in the spotlight to share all of their favorite kinds of literature with each other. Natsuki was first and shared her passion for manga. Then Sayori shared her love for poetry, as well as how she goes about writing it herself. Monica, who has multiple literary interests, decided not to focus her day on short stories. And finally, Yuri managed to demonstrate her obsession with fantasy with little help and encouragement from Sayori. After the week was spent on their presentations, Monica decided to give the club members this next week to freely explore each other's literary interests. Sayori, having spent most of her time in the club so far with Yuri's fantasy books, is rather excited to begin her journey into Natsuki's manga collection.
I want to read with you today.
Tell me which one I should pick.
Well, that depends on the kind of stuff you like. I mean, there's like romance, drama, comedy, mystery.
I like all those things. Sayori reaches out and pulls a random book from the shelf and inspects the cover.
Shouldn't this girl be wearing more clothes? You wouldn't like that one!
In a panic, Natsuki snatches the book from Sayori's hand, then replaces it on the shelf in a less conspicuous location.
Okay, well, if you really have no preference, then let's just start with something that's easy to get into. A lot of these don't start to get really good until a few volumes in, and I wouldn't ask someone to make that kind of commitment unless they're already really into manga.
I could handle it. I did it with Yuri's book, at least.
Well, I'm more considerate than that. Although I'm kind of impressed by your attention span if you put that much effort into her books.
No, I have the attention span of a donut. But I love my friends and I can do anything if it's for them. Well, okay then.
Let's pick you something that even donuts can read.
I didn't say I was a donut. I just said I had the attention span of one.
Aw, were you just trying to call me sweet? You're so cute.
No, how did you get to that conclusion?
And don't call me that. A donut? Cute.
Aw, how come?
I just don't like it. I don't need a reason.
Natsuki yanks a book from the shelf and closes the closet doors.
If someone asks you to stop, then you just need to stop. People don't realize that.
I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to hurt you.
Nah, sorry. It wasn't you.
Natsuki shakes her head while pulling a second chair over to her desk.
I was talking about something else. I didn't mean to get all angry all of a sudden.
Natsuki averts her gaze and mumbles.
You're a nice person. So I wasn't talking about you.
I still learned a valuable lesson. Sayori speaks softly as well, feeling shy after receiving the unexpected compliment.
Well, anyway, here's the book, so just start it whenever you feel like. What's it about?
Well, it's like a comedy, and there's romance too, obviously. Sayori looked at the title. It's called Love is Another Word for Luck. It's about a girl who keeps accidentally running into the same guys, and then you find out,
you should just read it. But you have to tell me what you think. I can already guess who you're gonna ship yourself with. It would be so funny if I'm right.
Ship? I don't get it.
Never mind. Let's not worry about that yet. Just make sure you tell me what you think.
Oh, okay. I'll start then. Hey, maybe tomorrow we can do poetry too.
Oh, yeah, I guess. But don't you want to finish this first?
Yeah, but we could do both.
I mean, unless you don't like poetry, then I won't make you or anything.
No, it's just...
Well, never mind. We can worry about it tomorrow.
After the club meeting ends and Natsuki and Yuri leave, Monika strikes up a conversation with Sayori. I see you got Natsuki to share some of her manga with you. I really want to become better friends with her. She's so enthusiastic and expressive. I could just listen to her talk. She's so cute. I'm not sure if I can say that to her, or I just can't say it at all. Say what? Nothing! I am a woman of respect. But Natsuki is a woman of cute.
Oh, I said it.
What's so bad about that?
I don't know. But there's one thing I'm kind of worried about. Sometimes I'm afraid that Natsuki actually doesn't like me very much.
Oh, that's ridiculous. How come you feel like that?
Well, I mean, just little signs like how she only says hi to me after I say hi to her first. And it feels like she only gets excited to talk to me when it's about manga and other stuff she likes. She just seems dismissive a lot.
She was like that when I brought up poetry. Yeah, but that doesn't mean she doesn't like you. She's probably just shy, you know?
Maybe. My stupid head is just making me worry for no reason. It likes to do that.
It's okay. Try not to worry so much. Everything will be great. But you can always talk to me about any concerns that you have. I'm here to help.
You're the best.
Sayori gives Monika a quick hug.
Well, I'm gonna keep trying because I love her and want to get closer to her.
You got this. Whoa. After the next club meeting starts, Sayori is the last one in as usual. Trotting into the room, she sees Natsuki sitting alone by the closet, reading what must be manga. Without hesitation, Sayori pulls up a chair and plops herself down right next to Natsuki.
Hello there. Hi. What you reading? Can I read it with you?
Natsuki pulls the book away from Sayori.
You can't just start in the middle. There are spoilers. Besides, what about the one I gave you yesterday?
Sorry, I was just curious.
Well, anyways, I've been waiting forever for this volume to come out, and it just came out yesterday, so...
Oh, that's exciting. Well, I'll let you read it then. Can I sit next to you, though?
Sure.
Sayori plops herself down next to Natsuki, then pulls out a blank sheet of paper. Natsuki reads in silence, save for the periodic flutter of the page being released from beneath her thumb. From Sayori's side, only the light tapping noises of her pen reading the paper can be heard. Time passes. Sayori's paper is filled with scribbles, and the margin lines are filled with stick figures. Natsuki lets out a deep sigh and closes her book.
Did you finish?
No, but it's a good stopping point.
My head is swimming. I need a break.
Natsuki stretches her arms. Aren't you bored?
No, I was writing.
Oh, I saw all the stick figures and thought you were just bored.
I just draw those when I'm thinking or waiting for inspiration. I made friends with them all.
This one is sad because she thinks the night sky is pretty, but she can't look up at the stars in public without everyone else thinking she's a weirdo. And this one has problems with his back, but the doctors can't figure out what's wrong with him.
What the heck?
You're the weirdo.
Want to read the poem I'm working on?
Sure, I guess. Sayori slides the paper over to Natsuki. As Natsuki reads through the poem, she furrows her eyebrows. She slides the paper back over to Sayori. Don't you ever feel weird just sharing all of your thoughts and feelings like that? I mean, your poems are, like, really emotional.
Is that bad?
Well, no. It was just an observation. I think people can get closer to each other if they find ways of expressing their feelings.
Well,
Natsuki begins to protest, but she can't find a good way of putting her thoughts into words.
doesn't that depend more on the kinds of friends you have?
I don't know. To each their own, but I've never met anyone I feel comfortable sharing my poems with.
Not that it's you, it's just how I am. So,
you write poems? You never told me that. I thought you just wrote other stuff.
Yeah, that too, but
you should.
I mean, would you ever want to share? Like I said, I don't do that. But can we talk about something else? I'm sorry. It's not your fault. It just makes you uncomfortable. You can't help it. Still, I'm sorry. It's fine. Well, let's move on to something that makes us both happy. I should continue the book you gave me since I didn't get very far yet. Sure.
Over the next few days, Sayori begins each club meeting by approaching Natsuki with unwavering enthusiasm.
It's Natsuki! Natsuki! Hi, Natsuki!
At the end of one club meeting, Monica, who has become rather invested in Sayori's friendship mission, starts an conversation with Natsuki while she packs up. It's cool that you've been finding time to spend with Sayori. She was pretty excited for the chance to read manga with you.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've been enjoying the chance to share it too, right?
Yeah, mostly.
Natsuki glances over her shoulder but doesn't reply further. What's on your mind?
Nothing. I don't talk about people behind their backs.
Oh. Natsuki falls silent, but she just fidgets instead of getting back to what she was doing. She does as though she wants to say more. It's okay to share your feelings. That's different from talking about someone behind their back.
I guess.
I just hate it when people talk about me behind my back, so I'm better than to do it than others. Monica shares a bright smile. You're really considerate.
Thanks, I guess, but it doesn't feel like it.
You can trust me. Natsuki stands in silence for a moment, still fidgeting.
I just feel smothered sometimes. I'm not used to someone being, like, all over me right after we meet. I mean, it's fun to hang out with her, but I just have no control over the pace. I can't just meet someone and instantly become best friends with them and, like, share everything about myself. That's not how it works. I just want to chill out sometimes.
Oh, I didn't realize that was happening.
It's fine. Why would you have?
I know. I feel bad about it. I know Sayori, so I should have realized. Monica navigates through a tinge of guilt, which is surfaced mainly due to her being the one that previously encouraged Sayori's behavior. Despite not knowing the situation, Monica can't help but feel a little responsible. Do you want me to talk to her about it?
No, I wouldn't like that.
Well, I could, I could, like, divert her into another club activity for you or something.
No way, that would be so underhanded and mean.
Sorry, I didn't think that went through.
Besides, just because I complained about it doesn't mean I'm asking for someone to solve my problems for me.
True. I'm sorry. I guess I just instinctively want to try to solve problems, even if I haven't been invited to.
It's fine. I would talk to Sayori about it, but it would make things really weird between us. I feel like it would just make her constantly be afraid that she's bothering me. I don't know how to keep things natural.
Well, I think if you do a good job expressing all your feelings, she would totally understand. Sayori really wants to be the best she can be for other people. I think she would actually be happy that you want to improve her friendship with her.
Maybe. Ugh, it just feels so dumb. Talking to someone about how to be friends with them? It's just weird and not cool.
Monica shrugs. This is the literature club. Then she mumbles to a stifled laugh. It's not the cool club.
Hey!
Sorry, that just tickled me for some reason. Look, I know you're kind of in a tough spot, and that it's hard for you to really express yourself. But you've really demonstrated to me that you're great at self-reflection and even critical thinking, even if it doesn't feel like it to you. I think that's the most important part of being able to navigate through these things. So, I believe that you'll find the right thing to do.
Well,
Natsuki instinctively starts to reject the compliment, but she can't find any excuse to do so.
Thanks.
Natsuki gathers her things, then she finishes her thoughts in a mumble.
And I'm still glad I joined the club, even if it's weird sometimes.
Monica spowls, but Natsuki turns her back and walks away before waiting for a reply. It was an unusual way for Natsuki to express her appreciation. Monica knew what she meant. It made Monica feel like everything was really going to be okay. Alright, so this is the, let's see what we unlocked. We didn't get any pictures, music. Oh, my DDLC PLUS is like dying. Enter. Okay, there we go. So we balance part 2, we have, oh my gosh, my DDLC PLUS is like dying. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Alright, music. What did we unlock? Piece by piece, just a little bit, I think. Yeah. So we unlocked just a little bit. Oh my gosh, look at all the songs we're getting already. Alright, so no mail, nothing new. And let's see how much we got. 44%. Alright, so with that being said, I think we are going, let's see, how long has the stream been up? It's been up for an hour and a half. Alright, so do you guys think, in the chat, do you guys think that we should finish balance, or do you think we should leave it for tomorrow? I'm not sure. Like, are you guys busy? Are you guys a little tired? Just wondering. Because I don't know. I have a little more time, but I don't want to drag you guys through if you guys want to go do something or if I'm holding you back. So, I'm not sure. Let's see. In DDLC, let's go to DDLC itself. Oh, it's so weird going back to the original. Let's see. So, what can we do in DDLC? That's the thing. Settings. I don't know. So, what I've done so far, I don't know. Well, I think I'll also, let's go back to the desktop so we can see the percentage. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep streaming so that I can, the percentage I'm at is like 44. So I'm going to keep streaming so that we can go for the next thing. Okay, someone in the chat said balance. So I'm going to do, since we haven't hit an hour on the stream yet, we're going to do balance. We're going to finish it up, and I will be uploading everything later today. So let's finish up balance for Razu. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce your name right, but this is for you. This one goes out to you. All right. It's lunchtime. Sayori, who usually buys her lunch, is making her way to the cafeteria like any other day. The clamor and bustle of students is drowned by Sayori's impeccable skill of zoning out. However, her imagination is momentarily interrupted by the glimpse of a familiar pink-haired girl. Hey, that's Natsuki! I never run into other club members around school. Natsuki! Sayori stands on her tiptoes and waves. Natsuki, who is busy walking and chatting with her friends, doesn't notice Sayori at first. But she glances over in Sayori's direction. Sayori waves enthusiastically. Following her friends, Natsuki quickly ducks around the corner. Hey! She definitely saw me. Monica is the first to arrive to the club meeting, then Natsuki. Sayori, having glanced through the window to see Natsuki is already inside, is unable to work up the courage to enter. Natsuki has been so distant with me. I was stupid to think she ever wanted to be friends. She only got excited because she got to share her manga. But aside from that, she doesn't even like me. I should just go home today. Sorry, but do you plan on going inside? No. Why? I'm sulking. Oh. Well, I'm sorry for bothering you. Excuse me. No, don't leave me. I'll stay here then. I don't want to go in. I'm afraid of bothering Natsuki. I saw her at lunch today, so I waved and called after her, but instead of saying hi, she just ran away from me. Really? not bad.
Hey!
Sorry, that was a joke. Just sounded like something stupid that I would do from anxiety.
From anxiety?
Well, I just don't like attention being drawn to myself.
Oh. Well, that makes sense based on the person you are. But Natsuki isn't shy like that at all. I thought we were friends. But it feels like every day she's just trying to distance herself more, instead of get closer. It makes me feel like she was only spending time with me joining the club because I was reading manga, but she doesn't actually want to be friends with me.
Well, I feel like I'm missing a lot of context here. Was she in the middle of anything when you approached her?
No, she was just walking with her friends.
With her friends? Yuri pauses for a moment. How do I put this? Sayori, you're very fond of your friends, right? You always want to be spending time with them?
Of course! I don't think there's anything more important to me. I mean, the best parts of my day are always with my friends. Besides that, I really hate being alone, so...
You hate being alone? Sayori nods. We're very different people. I cherish my time alone. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So, I think, well, if I was trying to have alone time, and it was being threatened with an interruption, then it just would not make me very happy.
Yeah, but that doesn't have to do with Natsuki. She was already friends with her friends, not trying to be alone or anything.
No, I think it's similar. Well, we're all friends in the club, but we have our own lives outside of the club as well. If you think about it, making new friends isn't some casual occurrence that happens on a daily basis. A friendship is an invitation to intertwine your lives together. The capacity at which each person is ready to do that might be different. There are friends who just like to have fun together and others who talk every day and share every detail of their lives with each other. I think when establishing a friendship, it's important to consider the comfort level of the other person. I mean, we don't really know much about Natsuki's life outside the club. It could be that she simply needs to make friends at her own pace, rather than just jump headfirst into a new commitment.
But that means I was really bothering her. I just wanted to be good friends with her, so I treated her like one. Was I actually hurting her?
I don't know. I'm sorry. My insight was really only based on what I understand about my own needs. And Natsuki and I are completely different, so...
Why was I so selfish? Even if all that's true, that still means I hurt her. I think it's messed up. Yuri, with you, I think I was really careful to understand your needs when I was becoming friends with you. But I wasn't careful at all with Natsuki because she already seemed really social. I just took control of everything instead of looking for the right balance. Now I hurt her and she doesn't want to talk to me. How could I let my friends do this?
Sayori? I think that, well, there was one time you told me something about the way I saw things in my head being different from reality. It's easy to automatically jump to the worst case scenario, but I think it's more likely that Natsuki doesn't harbor any ill feelings towards you. So I think that if we were to realistically consider the situation and how it would cause somebody to feel, I'm bad at this, I'm sorry. You're a lot better than me at things like comforting and reassuring people. Suddenly, Sayori gives Yuri a gentle hug.
You're the best, Yuri. I'm sorry for burdening you with this. You're trying so hard for me. You're such a sweetheart.
It's not a burden. I enjoy listening to others. And my friends deserve happiness. Sayori beams.
Well, I think I'm gonna give Natsuki some space. She should do what she wants. And if she still doesn't want to be friends, then I'll learn to her needs and I'll match her boundaries. Yeah, I'm sure that's what's best. I wish I didn't feel so awful and guilty. It makes me feel desperate, like I need to make it up to her by trying to make her happy. Well, that's not what she needs. I just have to tell myself that. It hurts, but I guess that means I still need to grow. I really want to grow as a person. If it's to be better for my friends, I want that.
It's very mature of you, Sayori.
I'm mature.
Sayori hops up and down on her toes. So does that mean you'll be going home after all?
Sayori shakes her head. I need to be here to show her the respect that I need to show her that I respect her space. I'll just spend the day in the club by myself today. Yuri nods in understanding. You can go in first.
Okay. You're blocking the door.
Oh. Sayori steps aside. By the way, before Yuri enters the clubroom, Sayori interjects. You said that you and Natsuki are completely different, but I don't really think that's true. I think you're actually really similar in a lot of ways. Yuri smiles and shakes her head.
Sayori, that's absurd.
You're very silly sometimes. Yuri turns and enters the clubroom. After a moment, Sayori follows. The clubroom is quiet. When Sayori walks in, Natsuki glances in her direction.
Sayori smiles and gives Natsuki a quick wave before sitting down across the room. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Sayori decides it's best to continue the manga she was reading, so she pulls it out. However, it looks like Natsuki isn't reading today. She has a sheet of paper in front of her and is tapping her pen against her desk, staring at it. Ooh, are you writing today? Monika speaks in a quiet voice, unwilling to disturb the peace of the clubroom. She kneels down at Natsuki's desk. Hey! Natsuki pulls the sheet closer to her and covers it with her arms. Sorry, I didn't mean to peek.
Whatever.
I just wanted to see how everything was going.
It's fine.
Natsuki replies dismissively. She glances over at Sayori, who's focused on her manga. Monika follows Natsuki's gaze.
I think she's mad at me.
How come?
I'm busy right now. Ask me later.
Monika falls silent. Natsuki looks back down at her paper. She inches her hand away from the top margin, allowing Monika to see. It says, "To Sayori." Understanding, Monika smiles. She places a hand on Natsuki's shoulder and whispers softly, "I'm proud of you." Natsuki looks away, but makes no motion to remove Monika's hand. Monika gives Natsuki's shoulder a quick squeeze before standing up and pulling away. The end of the club meeting passes. Yuri has already departed. So has Monika, after checking on Sayori and Natsuki to ensure they wouldn't stay too late. Sayori was determined to finish her manga volume before heading out since the end was approaching. However, with Natsuki also staying late for an unknown reason, a silent tension hangs in the air. After finishing the volume, Sayori brings it to the closet to put it away. She slides it back into the shelf while Natsuki watches. Then, Natsuki gets up and pulls it back in order to return it to its proper location. Sorry, I didn't know where it's supposed to go. It's fine. The two fall silent again, avoiding eye contact. They both look like they're about to say something, but neither can break the silence. A moment passes.
Well, I'll be on my way.
See you tomorrow. Sayori turns away to hide her pained expression, then walks away from the closet. If there was any proof Natsuki no longer wanted to be friends, this was it. Defeated, Sayori carries herself out of the clubroom. Once in the hallway, Sayori takes a deep breath and hits her palm against her cheeks to clear her head a little. Suddenly, Natsuki's stammering voice calls from behind. Natsuki? Startled, Sayori turns back around to face Natsuki. Ooh, look at this! Oh my gosh. Wow. Alright, so this is our CG of the story. Aw, so cute. This is cute. Natsuki fidgets and anxiously continues with a shaking voice. I have a lot of things to say. Me too, but you go first. Natsuki bites her lips and can't stay still. Well, first of all, she cuts herself short, struggling to continue. Trying to force the words out, she stamps her foot and hops up and down a little. I'm sorry for the things I did at lunch, and I'm sorry for being kind of mean lately. It's really hard for me to I'm not good with things that make me uncomfortable. Especially when it comes to like feelings and stuff. So, face burning, Natsuki clamps up again. Instead of continuing, she simply holds the sheet of paper for Sayori to take. Okay, we got a Natsuki poem. I'll read it.
The best place in the world. I love my bedroom. It's full of bright colors and soft things. The sunlight shines in and makes everything sparkle. It's the best place in the world. It has all my treasures, all my books, my collections, my memories. All my dreams were born in this room. It's the best place in the world. It has all my secrets, all my failures, my fears, my feelings. Sometimes it feels so fragile that the door will break at the slightest touch, but it's still the best place in the world. When someone knocks, I get scared. I brace my arms against the loose hinges. Please don't break. Don't come in. I'm not ready. It's my best place in the world. The knocking won't stop. I block the door with furniture, and I peek through the keyhole, and I panic. I'm trapped in the best place in the world. I'm not ready to share my favorite place. I need to clean my secrets and make my bed to hide my nightmares. I need to touch them to put them away, to see them again. I have so much to do and I'm scared. I'm not ready, but it's still my favorite place. I still want to share it. However long it takes, if you wait patiently, I'll eventually open the door, and I'll show you the best place in the world. This is our Natsuki poem, The Best Place in the World. It's a poem, but I thought, well, I sucked it up so I could work things out with you. So just Just be happy about it. Please?
Sayori smiles deeply from the bottom of her heart. I'm happier than I could express. I feel so awful, but I'm so happy that you would do this for me. I actually realized before the club meeting today that I made a mistake. I got so caught up in the chance to get closer with you that I forgot about what you wanted. And that we probably have different ways we like to make friends.
About that, like the friendship stuff.
I mean, it's okay. I understand, so you don't have to force yourself to talk about it. Your poem did a good job. So don't force yourself if you're not ready yet, okay? Natsuki nods. You don't have to feel like you did anything wrong. It's my fault, and I'm sorry. I wasn't mad at you today or anything like that. I actually felt really guilty and wanted to give you space. I was thinking it's silly that I just approach you all the time, and that I should just let you approach me when you want to. Just whatever makes you comfortable, I'll respect that from now on. Friendships should always start with those things. With the right balance. Natsuki nods again.
One thing about that... Well, I don't want to have to approach you all the time either. I just want it to be balanced, like you said.
Sayori nods. I understand. We'll make sure of that together then.
Well, anyway.
Now that the two of them have found common ground, Natsuki finds it easier to speak more freely again.
I'm not going to be like sharing my poems all the time now or anything like that. But I guess it wouldn't hurt to do once in a while. Only the best ones.
So you better like them, because otherwise I might change my mind. I like anything you do, Natsuki.
I was just saying.
More importantly, I have to tell you about my new boyfriend.
Huh? Oh, from the manga.
Wait, I need to guess who it is. You definitely won't be able to guess. The two walk down the hallway together. Oh my god, we have so much to talk about. Darn, I should have told you to save the last 2 chapters so I could see your reaction to the big reveal. Aw, you wanted to enjoy it with me. That's so cute. Oh, shush. Oh, all right. Let's see. So in the pictures, we unlocked 2 new things. All right, look at this Natsuki picture. She's taking a selfie. So you get to see a little bit more of her figure and everything. And then let's see. And then I think we also, what else? I think we got this, all of them. Balance 2. So it's everyone, yay! And then, alright, so we unlocked almost all of the wallpapers, just 1 more. And then for poems, we got Natsuki's poem, The Best Place in the World. And the CG, we got this one, which, this one's just, it's really nice, I like it. And there's nothing else. Okay. So, I think with that being said, we're going to be, let's look at the music. Nothing. We're going to be ending stream. Let's play one of the new songs. I think we'll stick with just a little bit. There we go. So, with that being said, we're going to be ending stream. I'll switch to the end stream. There we go. Thank you everyone for coming to the stream. I'll spam the Discord. I can spam the Discord in the chat like people do. Oh my gosh. But hey, thank you all for being here. Oh my gosh, I can't even get to my channel. So I will be uploading it tomorrow. Tonight I will be uploading I'm not going to be voicing it. It's very I don't know, it's not hard, but it's very weird sometimes when I voice it because I stutter a lot. And I'm going to be just doing it tomorrow around the same time. We'll do it at 3. So there's the Discord link it'll expire in a little bit. But everyone have a wonderful day, and thank you all for everything. Thank you for the support. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. And I'm glad that I could entertain you at least for a little bit. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow. See you next time. And thank you all for coming to the stream. Bye everyone!